I came across this video about the psychic that did a reading on Sudiksha'S Disappearance. She claimed that Sudiksha was unalive by that boy. Take a look at the video, listen to what she has to say, and then we'll talk about it after the video. And then after you finish watching this video, I want you to let me know what you think in the comments.
Hi guys, it's Leali. So I wanted to do a channel on Sudiksh'a, the woman that went missing in the Dominican Republic. Now mind you, this is all alleged entertainment purposes only. However, I do take cases like this pretty seriously. So I did remote view and I want to share what I saw. I see that this was a situation to where her friends, Joshua, everyone was intoxicated. Obviously this is already known. From what I saw, the friends were kind of cheering her on to maybe, spend some time with him. They all thought he was hot. So I got this sort of feeling like, not that she was being pushed because she was attracted to him, but she was not sexually attracted to him. I don't even feel like she's that type of person. But this was a situation of drinking and just wanting to have a good time. Before they all went to their rooms, I see that Joshua said that he wanted to spend some alone time with her at the beach. They were all totally fine with it. Like I said, they were cheering her on to do so, which, I have my own take on that, but I think that they thought she was safe, no problem, just go have your fun, and we'll see you when you get back. I see he was, giving them like assurance, she'll be fine, I'll bring her back, we're just gonna go walk on the beach, yada yada. Things were going pretty good at first. I see like they were holding hands, walking on the beach, both of them though were kind of like holding on to each other. They were both really out of it. I was also getting this feeling of, I was seeing him kissing her. She was okay with being kissed. This is where things kind of took a turn. He started to get a little aggressive, and I feel like, here's the thing. I don't feel like he's a serial madman. I think it was a case of being rejected, and I'll get into it, and being drunk. I see he got a little aggressive and tried to touch her privately. She rejected him. She said stop. He didn't like that. I see then he started to become a little bit more angry and more aggressive with her. And I kept seeing her saying no, and I actually saw a rip of a shirt. I think she like ripped his shirt. I might be going all over the place here. I saw them tussling. Once he was rejected, he got aggressive, and I saw them tussling. I saw her rip his shirt, and I saw, I have to find different words to say this because I don't want this video to get taken down. I saw him choking her, and I also saw like a hit to the face, and I think he did not realize his own strength, so this was an accident. The one thing that I will say, even though he keeps changing his story, and here's the thing, if you're innocent, you do not have to keep changing your story. You cannot tell me that this guy had nothing to do with this. I don't care. The one thing that he did say was a wave did try to take her. I saw that. A wave did try to like take her because they were in the water, and he did try to rescue her. And I visually saw when he picked her up from that wave, he realized that her body was lifeless. So he started to panic. What frustrates me is in each video of the news, I see a helicopter over the water. She is not in the water. He attempted to bury her, because when I was like tuning into her, I feel like I'm underneath something. And I also see there could be a rock, a big rock, or sticks above me. So she could be under sand, she could be under rocks, under sticks. She's not in the water. Yes, he did vomit. There's some things in the news and the media that I'm not gonna explain because it's already out there. I feel like there is one person that did see this. There's a witness, but the witness is not coming forward for some reason because I saw eyes that were watching this. I also feel like there was a roommate of his that knows what happened, wants to speak out, but is very afraid to do so. I get the feeling that it might happen where this roommate comes out, but it might not because there's a lot of fear. I feel like she's not here anymore. She's no longer with us, unfortunately. And I do see that she will be found, but it is not in water. I can't stress that. So they need to stop looking at the water, start looking surrounding areas, because he did this on his own. I know some people might have speculated maybe this was, he got help from someone or a kidnapping. This wasn't that. This was him on his own. And I see that he panicked a lot because this was kind of an accident. And like I said, when you're innocent, there's no need to keep changing your story. He keeps changing his story because he did it. Again, alleged, but that is what I saw. Again, I do see that I kept hearing remains, so her remains will be found. But like I said, it is not in water, and she is no longer here, unfortunately.
Okay, what do you think? The reason why I found this video interesting when I came across it is because a lot of the things that she said aligns with a lot of things that I said on my very first video on this channel about this case. It doesn't take a genius or even a psyche to kind of dissect this scenario that could have happened. Now, it is still allegedly because we have no proof. But God have blessed us with common sense. We are able to analyze things and put two and two together and identify what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. I know for a fact that Sudiksha will be found. I pray to God that she's found alive. But chances are she might be found unalive. But either or, at least that would bring some closure. See, in that video that I just played, she mentioned the rip of a shirt. Those of you that have watched the video of them going to the beach, of the boy coming back from the beach, I don't know if you remember, he had no shirt on. He had no shirt on. Somebody that changed their story many times over, but yet was questioned as a witness. Somebody that was the last person to be with the victim was questioned as a witness. Up until now, we don't even know a witness to what. And I thought to myself, something that she mentioned also, It is highly unlikely that something like this would happen, even though it was at 4 something in the morning, that nobody saw it. Like there was no witness whatsoever. On top of the fact that they had a power outage. If you're in a resort, they have a power outage for several hours. Some people might crawl up in bed and go to sleep. Now, there are a few people that will get out for a walk, since the beach was right there next to the resort. You mean to tell me nobody saw this? And she says something about, she think one of his friends knows that he did something. It's all speculation at this point, right? But logically speaking, you mean to tell me this man got back to the hotel, got his phone that he claimed that he didn't have, but he actually had from his friends, after such a tragic situation happened, and just went right to bed? I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not saying that he did it because I wasn't there. But all I can say is the math ain't mathing. The story doesn't add up. It's a lot of lies in the story. Like she said, if you were telling the truth, why would you change your story many times? In the video, you can clearly see that he had a phone. He had his cell phone. He was taking selfies, taking video, whatever he was doing with the phone, right? But he had his phone. Now, I know most of us are not professional investigators, but there's a saying that says, if it quacks like a duck, then it's a duck. I mean, if we can see that this man had a phone, why are the investigators telling us that, or even agreeing with him saying that he didn't have his phone? And on top of that, why would you lie about not having your phone when in the video it clearly say, you could clearly see that he had his phone? What happened to your shirt? Did the investigators find his shirt? He went to the beach with a shirt on. He came back with no shirt on. I mean, there's a lot of things in the story, in this case, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, not because of what he said. It doesn't make sense more so because the investigators really didn't seem like they were investigating according to the information that we have. Because this seems like the public, the people in here that are making these videos, are doing a far better job at investigating this case from afar than these so-called professionals. Now, I don't know. I just think this is a tragic situation. This little girl is innocent. Shouldn't have happened to anybody, let alone a 20-year-old girl. And as of now, there has nothing. There's no answer. There's no answer. It's an interesting case, but also heartbreaking and devastating. I feel like the moment we stop talking about this, that'll be the end of it. That'll be the end of it. Because as of now, there hasn't been any update. We, the public, are the only one talking about Sudiksha'S disappearance and still trying to dissect, analyze this whole situation to figure out what could have happened. To not let whatever happened to her to go unjustified, to go unsolved. There's nobody, there's no evidence, there's nothing. We cannot let this case just be forgotten and closed like this. So here we are, talking about it. Based on this video, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share to anyone that you think might care.
Though they say you're gone, we're not letting go. Your story's not finished, that much we know. If you've been taken, then justice will rise. God sees it all, no truth can hide. We're still behind you, strong and true, praying for the day we're reunited with you. The ocean may have tried to wash away the pain, but your laughter lingers like a soft summer rain. We see your face in the morning sun. In every heartbeat, you still live on. We won't stop asking questions, we won't accept the end, because love like this doesn't break, it bends. Sudiksha, if you're out there, can you feel our love tonight? We're holding on to hope beneath the pale moonlight. But though they say you're gone, we're not letting go. Your story's not finished, that much we know. If you've been taken, then justice will rise. God sees it all, no truth can hide. We're still behind you, strong and true, praying for the day we're reunited with you. Maybe you're somewhere lost but not alone. Maybe you're trying to find your way home. And if this world has done you wrong, may the heavens roar like a justice song. Sudiksha, you're a light that won't burn out. We'll keep your name alive, we'll scream and shout. Though the waves took your footprints away, your spirit walks with us every day. If you've been taken, the truth will find. The ones who left justice behind, we're still behind you, strong and true. Sudiksha will never stop looking for you. You're not forgotten, you never will be. Forever a flame in our memory. We wish you peace, we wish you light. We'll carry your name into every fight until we find you again.